Okay, guys, today is the 2nd of November 2021, Tuesday. All right, it's our Super Tuesday once again. Now, obviously, from the picture, you can see that we have a few things to take note of today. We have Federal Reserve FOMC meeting this coming midweek. Then, of course, we have this lady again giving trouble to Mark Zuckerberg. And of course, Tom Lee later on will share his view on a certain sector about what market are we looking at. All right, so that is the pictures at the back. Now, FOMC meeting. In my books itself, tapering is affirmative yes, definitely for sure. Tapering will happen. The word taper means you reduce, all right, reduce. So at the moment now, we are putting at Federal Reserve has already put in $120 billion into the system every single month. So the market is really appealing to this Federal Reserve to reduce. Now, why must the market opt to reduce this? Because when you keep on putting money into the system and the money is not able to be utilized fully, it becomes flooded. And when it becomes flooded itself, right, things will go crazy, exorbitant prices, inflations, and people are not working. Now think about this. Every day you have friends telling you, I make money from cryptocurrency, I make money from this Bitcoin, this Ethereum, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, even Squid token. So why? Because there's so much money available. There's no other avenue to ramp it up. So when everybody now is staying at home to trade and plus COVID is still ongoing, definitely you will not stimulate the economy. In fact, you're going to make it worse. So that is the reason why they're asking Federal Reserve to do that. But then why would Federal Reserve want to hold back? Because you must understand from Jerome Powell's point of view, his perspective. He is just about 4 months away from his end of his term as a Federal Reserve chief. And Janet Yellen seems to like him a lot. There's no concern by Joe Biden. So of course, at this moment right now, there is a very good chance for this guy, all right, Jerome Powell, to continue his term as the federal chief. Now, he did say that he don't want, but I got this feeling that he will stay. So if let's say he's going to stay in February, the second term, his first term ended, of course, he won't do anything silly right now. He will do it very slowly and make sure the market is stabilized and then continue his job. So I don't think he will do anything stupid right now. That is the reason why I say tapering will happen, but it will not be a too fast one. All right, that's my personal view. All right, so disclaimer once again, guys, if you have accepted the above, do understand this. My job is to share with you what I think the market will go, and you will make the final decision on what to do, buy and sell. All right, once you have accepted the above, you have identified me already. Okay, all right. Now I like this joke quite a fair bit. Look at it. This is the inflation dinosaur, right, running around. Okay, smashing all the cars, smashing all Mr. Uncle Sam. Now this Uncle Sam, right, being smashed by the inflation dinosaur, right? And of course, it doesn't look transitory to me. Now, the famous word that Jerome Powell used throughout the last FOMC was transitory. That word transitory, the word inflation, came out so many times during the last FOMC meeting. So the thing is this now, he admitted that the inflation may not be as transitory as what it seemed to be. So therefore itself is here to stay. And Federal Reserve, their job to curb inflation, the one and only job is to reduce easy monetary policy and also to reduce the available supply of cash in the market. And of course, look at the chance of hiking interest rate. So obviously, if US market hike interest rate, the rest of the world will likely follow. In fact itself, right, Russia, UK, and some of the Asian countries have already hiked interest rate already. So they are moving ahead of Federal Reserve. And we can see that, right, it doesn't help the country. In fact, it continue, the inflation is still ongoing. So now that's the reason why we have to be very careful. Now, just to do a bit of decent chart analysis, what happened yesterday. All right, now yesterday we talked about the gold market. I show you, right, yesterday we have our TWB version 5.0. I mentioned to you there is a very interesting little bomb there itself. There's a bomb here. And I told you that once the market stabilizes, the gold will go up. I even give you a figure. I told you gold will go to 1790. Now at the time itself, gold was trading at 1784. You can see that it was at 1784. when we call that it will go to 1790. So did the market actually goes there as planned? Well, you can take a look beautifully. As you can see on the chart, the market really, the bomb was there at this point here. You cannot see because I I tightened the chart a little bit. And after that, the gold went sideways, and after that, it went all the way up to the level of 1790 as targeted. All right, why do we say that? Because it happened to be the MLP, it happened to be the MA30, it also happened to be the KTR plus one. So KTR plus one, MLP, and this MA30 or MA200 were all there itself. So that's why when we see gold is stabilized, we know that it will go to 1790, and it really happened. So that's the reason why version 5.0 is a very powerful system. As long as you know how to use it, right, you will be able to make some decent money every single day. All right, so later on at 2 p.m., we will do the revision class, all right? Okay, another trade came in. Another thing is this, you can see our Hang Seng group itself, right? Our Hang Seng members, you know, is definitely getting more and more. And of course, students have made money. Yesterday itself, right, we have students again making money. We have already started doing live trading. This is the second day, and nicely, yesterday we make money. Today we also make money. So 2 days in a row shows that, right, as long as you follow rules, you can make money by the end of the day. And of course, the office is open. As long as you are vaccinated, you can come to office, and then you can see us trading live, right? Every day, almost full house. All right, guys. So if you think that this is something meant for you, contact us and contact Keng Hua to join in. It's only for TWB student. But of course, if you want to bring your friends down to just take a look, you can contact Keng Hua too and let us know more details. Okay, so yesterday we saw the ISM manufacturing PMI. Now the data came out. It is lesser. It is actually higher than expected. The forecast was looking at 60.5, but the market came in 60.8. Okay, so the ISM data is slightly higher, so that basically gave the market the positive reason for buying, and that is the first part of the day. Now today, Tuesday, there is no big earnings today, don't have, but Wednesday, we have the US ADP. Now the ADP numbers is a measurement of the monthly change in the non-farm, meaning non-private, non-farming, all right, private employment based on payroll data, approximately about 400,000 business clients. So this is a predictor to just gauge, right, the private sector, how's their employment. So apparently it's right, last time the forecast was 428 and the number came out even better at 568. Then of course it stunned the market with a very low number for the government sector last month, all right? So this time around, they are looking at the private sector to drop to 400,000. So it's not a very good sign. But of course, this only forecast. Usually the forecast inaccurate. So anyway, we will look at Wednesday. So tomorrow, we will do the non-farm payroll employment ADP numbers. So if you want to get this win or 3.8 ADA coin, please be around, okay? All right. Last night, Dow Jones initially is propelled to 36,000. That was a very big jump on Dow Jones. And after that, right, from 36,000, it came down all the way down to the day low below 35,850. Then after that, it went sideways for almost 2-3 hours before it recovers to close somewhere in the midpoint of the Dow, all right? So what happened for yesterday's market? Let's take a look. The Dow and S&P 500 closed at records to start November. Small cap post best day since August. So this is a very important word that I want you to take note of. Small caps. Now we all know that whenever small caps start to be available or on screen, right? What does it mean? It usually means that, right, the market now has rotated to small caps already. From the blue chips, it has rotated towards the smaller caps. Now usually when small caps also start to play, the market might be near a peak. So I cannot deny this. I suspect that these 2 days, maybe after FOMC, there's a good chance the stock market may pull back a little bit. All right, this is the keyword that I picked up this morning. So the thing is, we had a Dow up by 94 points. We have the reason was of Boeing and Dow Incorporation itself that basically went to record level. All right, and also the small cap like Russell is the one that went up quite a fair bit for this time. But again, I say, if you look at it now, everybody, Tesla is the one that is still pushing up because now a lot of investors have piled in bets of option lately. Now, meaning, right, a lot of people now is betting that Tesla will go even to 1,002, 1,003. A lot of call options are being traded. So when the call option is being traded, that means someone must sell the call option. And if the seller sell call options and there's a lot of buyers in the call options, and what will happen if the lack of supply in the market, the stock price, the mother share will have to go up higher to attract more people to give back the mother shares. So that's why now a little bit of Reddit feeling now is that because of the call options market that is so in demand, it basically pushes the mother share higher. So when you see this happening, right, we all know that in AMC, GMD, all did not do well after that. So I would like to warn traders this, be very careful on Tesla. All right, let me bring Tesla chart right now to take a look at Tesla. Just give me a short moment. I want to share my Tesla view. I know that I shared it last time already, if you remember. Okay, I'll bring it up for you. Remember, I told you, right, Tesla itself, right, will likely be going to about 1150 to 1200. And the 1200 has already hit. The target that I mentioned has already hit. 120 already hit already. So 1200, I mean. All right, so which means that in my opinion itself, you notice when Tesla was going up the time, the volume was pretty big and decent, right? So this is the area here. Yesterday's volume is also as much, okay, and the price goes higher. I kind of think that, right, Tesla may see a peak soon around this area. The most I suspect is the most 1250. That's the most I give. And I believe Tesla will come back down. Now, if you want to buy Tesla, I think you don't need to chase first. Wait for 1100 or better. Why? Because look at the RSI. The RSI reading is ridiculous. The RSI reading now today, as you can see, is 693. The RSI reading now is as high as 93. And of course, in historical form, if you bring all the time of Tesla, you see that this is the long of Tesla, right? Okay, have you seen RSI before? Yes, there's once the RSI actually hits the high. Now, if you look at the chart, here where you are now, right? The last time this was here. So this is the area whereby Tesla actually, the RSI hit beyond 93. So the last 10 years, Tesla has never had RSI at 93. So the last time when this happened, take a look, guys, if you can see on the chart right now, when the thing that happened, right, Tesla was at 187. After that, it plunged all the way down to 65. So from the high of 194 all the way to almost 50 plus $60, right, it's down more than 50%. But of course, the time Tesla was at 2020, so it's not very far away. It's just last year. Last year it happened. So that's why I suspect that, right, history will likely repeat itself. So in my personal opinion is this, Tesla will most likely be, there's a good chance that Tesla will profit take in the near term. So if Tesla do profit take, I suspect that all the technology company will also come down a bit. So that's why in my book, Tesla is meant for you to take some profit for this round. So don't need to go and get involved too much into that. Okay, got a view now? Okay, so watch out for this. Okay, so Tesla, I call for a sell at between 1200 to 1250. Now, of course, because of the economic growth recovery, Ford and Occidental Petroleum, all these are the logistics and transportation and the crude oil energy sector. So all of them have went up a bit here and there. And Tom Lee, later I'll show you, Tom Lee says that, right, COVID-19 trends are improving. And with the vaccination and boosters, the improvement in healthcare risk could materially accelerate in 2022. So he's still very bullish in the market overall. Now do note, by historical form, September is typically the worst month for trading, and yet the market actually really fell at 4%. Then after that, in October, the market jumped up by 7%. So which means that overall itself, the market is actually not following the seasonal pattern. Now, do note, coming Tuesday and Wednesday, we will have the Federal Reserve 2 days meeting, and they're likely to unwind the $120 billion already. All right. So, dear all, my view is this: these 2 days will be the best time for you to take profit, not to enter more. It's for you to take profit instead. Okay, that will be the best thing to do for this week. All right, guys. So, got it clear? If you are clear, please key number 1 right now. If you heard me loud and clear and you understand what I just said, please key number 1, right? Thank you. Okay, thank you, Louis, Toming, Terry, Anthony. All right, thank you very much. Okay, so let's look at a recap on Dow Jones. Now, Dow Jones today, this morning ended as a doji. Okay, so yesterday you can see very, very beautiful momentum. The market opens between the 2 pivot, and then when it came down, it hit beautifully, stopped down there. 35,790 was MLP. In fact, the day low itself was 799, missed the MLP by 9 points. All right. And then after that, it rebounded already. Now, because it's above MA30 and above MA200, right? Very bullish. And also on top of that, the KSI was an uptick green. So yesterday, overall, the Dow was the inclination is more towards the buy side. Okay. So let's see whether what happened in the intraday. Now, intraday chart itself yesterday was really very tight. It didn't even go above KTR +1 or go to KTR -1. Now, based on my rule book itself, right, when a market don't go to KTR +1 or go to KTR -1, usually the next day will be a big movement day. And since today is yesterday Dow Jones ended as a doji, right? I suspect today the market will move big time. So I don't know which side lah, but at least from now, I can tell you that usually the trading day before, if the market don't go to KTR +1 or KTR -1, we should see a pretty big movement coming in. So today. All right, I don't know which direction. We'll see the chart later, okay? Now, gold yesterday basically recovers. Why? Because yesterday gold was a clear short. It was above opening price. The opening price was above the pivot 1, right? So above LP, above pivot 1 is a buy. The KSI is green, uptick green. Can you see that? And there's no blue bars at the bottom. So this shows that the market is very, very bullish. All right, so that's why yesterday gold went up. Now, when the gold went up itself, right, we can see we have the MLP, we have the MA200. So all these levels are all the level that the market will be going, shall it goes up. And did it follow through? Yes, indeed, it really, really happened. Let's take a look, guys. You can see that when gold started to trade, it went down first, got support at the pivot 1, and then when it finds strength above OP, you notice that it just cannot come down anymore. And of course, with the KCX available there and the KSI jump, everything pointing towards the north side, and the market goes all the way up. And when it goes up the south, right, MLP 1791 was there, MA30 1791 is there. So this 1791 is so powerful. That's why when the market bottom out, right, you can see straight away it went to 1791 very, very fast, like a magnet, the iron falling to a magnet itself. Okay, so that's why when you have all these numbers around you, please maximize it and make some money out of it. Yeah, okay. So later on during a Super Tuesday, I'll tell you all what is this green and KSI jump, everything I'll share with you so you can get an idea on that. Okay, so guys, if you want to have all the local news and global news right now, right, contact Susan. She'll add you into the TWB Market News. This is the Telegram group, Telegram channel. One way direction. You can read all the news, the highlighted news that I'm watching it every day. So now we have Yellen says that he discussed with Federal Chief, with Biden, and praises Powell for doing a great job. So that means that, right, Powell most likely will stay on, right, with all the pushing by Yellen and Biden. There's no way that Powell doesn't continue. Now, Powell is actually, if you remember, he was actually brought in by Donald Trump. Okay, so theoretically, Donald Trump is a Republican, right? And Powell was also a Republican. They shouldn't able to, to be accepting each other. But you can see until now, right? Powell has never, really fight with Janet Yellen nor fight with Biden. So there's a very, very good chance that he'll continue. Although there are some market speculating say that, right, because he's a Republican, he won't do that and stuff. I don't think so. When it comes to now, he is one of the most powerful men on earth. I think he will stay long. Now, of course, we have this lady, right, Haugen. She really going for Mark Zuckerberg, really going for him. She wants him to be out from the CEO. You can read out on this. It's actually available on this TWB Market News. All right, I only pick up the juicy, nice news for you, so you can watch it. All right, read it actually. Now, Shiba Inu has passes Dogecoin to the top 10. Wow, so Shiba Inu now, technically the market value now is even higher than Dogecoin. So why is that happening? Like I say, it's just about sexiness, option more sexy. Okay, so this is what's happening. If you like this news, do contact Susan to bring you in. It's free. You don't need to pay. All right, you don't need to pay. Okay, so any market information that's important for us? Well, not a lot. Tom Lee thinks that this underperforming group of stock will break out in year 2022. Now, Tom Lee has been pretty accurate over the last 1.5 years, so maybe whatever he say, you need to listen. So Tom Lee says that, right, some of the counters here itself, right, are important because they are all going to be helping it's part of going to be the recovery of the current pandemic time. So this counter itself, right, okay, it's mostly the industrial sector. He felt that, right, industrial sector will be very important for it. Now, for surprising reason, although he says stocks are, but I don't find which counter are they. So I will have to find out again later for you. But you can see now the industrial sector, SPDR, all right, the whole index is performing itself. So which means that, right, likely industrial estates are, all the property side, all the logistic will be going to do better because the index really moved up over the last 1 month. Okay, all right. He also mentioned that, right, the recent strengthening of the US dollar is another reason for industrial stock to perform. All right, so he says that, right, the dollar index now tracks the US dollar performance against the 6 currency. It's up by 4%. And I told you guys, I believe that the dollar index will go higher. I already tell you that the dollar index will go higher. And I also share with you, right, some of the people are using the 50-day SMA for the guidance in terms of their market direction. So main thing is I couldn't find the counters that he mentioned. I don't know why, taken out maybe. But at least now the view on the US dollar is the same. All right, let me just bring it to US dollar. Let's take a look once again. US dollar. Now yesterday, US dollar was down a bit. That's why gold recover. All right, but I told you, as long as the US dollar stays above 93.30 level, right, very good chance you'll see 96 coming soon already. My view on the US dollar is very clear, very simple. I still think that eventually, right, this will hit 96 level. Okay, then of course, if you hit 96 level, a lot of currency will be lower. Those are doing the gains. All right, clear? Okay, so that is the US dollar, and this is also what happened on the market information. Now, this is something very important, guys. Yesterday, our fear greed index itself is at 72. Today, the fear greed index is now at 77. Now, 77 is high. I repeat, 77 is high. So what I did is that I do the chart for you already. At 77, if I do a back test on the 77, I noticed that there were 3 occasions whereby the market hit 77. The stock market actually pulled back. The stock market actually pulled back. So I cannot deny this. I believe that we could have a pullback very soon on the market. Now, how much a pullback will be? If you look carefully over the fear and greed index, right, you notice that every wave down itself is kind of like between 10 to 15%. So I suspect that, right, if there's going to be any pullback, it will be about 2-3 days, and the market may lose, like example, the Dow Jones may lose about 1,000 points, something along that direction. So guys, be very careful. The fear and greed index itself is showing you that currently now the greed is kind of high. And of course, can you go to 87, 97, all possible, but in the near term now, we don't have that. So traders today, tomorrow will be a good day to take some profit. Okay, Ken? All right, this is very important information for you, for today especially. Okay, so let's look at the charts for today. The bull goes moo, the bears go grr, and the lemmings go, it could be different this time. Let's take a look. Okay, let's go. Now, this morning, China A50 continued to slide. Now, I already told you that China A50 is quite in a very pretty bad shape. I'm going to put in the indicator now, the one that we use, one of them, trend line is moving average. Okay, so here we go, linear weighted 200, put it in. Can you see now? Very beautiful. The market stopped there nicely and then come down. Then we have another one. We'll put it again. And this time around will be 30. And of course, a different color. Usually we choose blue color. Wow, look at it today. Today, China A50 itself, beautiful. Why today market goes down, right? You can see, first of all, it strongly resisted at the MA, this MA level, right? MA 200 level, stop there. And then this morning, look at it, beautiful, right? It's basically yesterday and the day before, it got self-supported at the MA. But yet what happened? Today, it collapsed already. Today, it collapsed, meaning once it opens itself, the market goes down immediately. Now you can see why I told you, right? Remember, I told you China, if go down, it will come down to this point, remember? Do you remember that? I said that China, if it comes down, it will reach this point. This point is, right, 15,413. I believe China later on in the afternoon will go down to here. If it goes a bit more, the next level it will go is this point here, the next chocolate bar. Okay, so I can write it down for you in case you want to take it as a reference. If the market goes down, it will go down to 15,413. If it goes down further, the next level is 15,179. I think 179 will be a good level for you to buy back some shorts. I repeat, if you wait for it to go down to 15179, it'll be a good level to look out for shorts to buy back. And of course, by the time it goes this point, likely the market will hit RSI at the 30 level. We could see a rebound later on. So these are all forecasting tools. I mean, we know what we are going to see. We forecast. Then, of course, if the technique call for sell, we sell. Like this morning, we shorted, and then we are now in profit. All these tells you a lot of insights. Okay, all right. So that is China. Let's look at Hong Kong today. Now, Hong Kong, you can see just now Hong Kong smashed down all the way to KTR -3 and then now rebounded. Okay, rebounded. Okay, let's look at today's day chart first. Now, today's day chart, pretty clear. The Hang Seng market opened and it was above pivot 1. So by right, above OP is a buy. Hang Seng did go up. Then after that, once it came down, it broke MLP. We know that after it break MLP, it will go down to MA 326 because after the nearest MA usually get triggered. So if you look at the chart collectively, you can see that very nice in the morning. The market opens first and went up, but there's no trade call because there's no color change. But once this happened, can you see there's a CCYR? CCYR happened. It's below, it's a CCYR, yellow turns to red, and it triggered KTR +1. You can short. And of course, if you short all the way down, wow, there's a big profit. And of course, where it stopped beautifully at KTR -3, the usual level that we always tell you, it stopped there and the market rebounded already. So all these tells you why the market itself, right, is so important to have the TWB system. And of course, all is following the levels as if that they know it exists. Yeah, okay, that is Hong Kong. Okay, let's look at the US market now. US. Okay, now today US market, please take note. There's a couple of things to take note. Number one, the most important thing is this today, the yesterday's closing is a doji, DJ, DD potential. That means that yesterday is a doji, today the market might be a directional day. To be a directional day, what you need? You will need the market to go down if you stay below OP, or it goes up if you stay above OP. So for today's market, you can see the moment it open only, the market goes down. That's why today is a seller market for now, unless dramatically something changed up to go above OP, right? So today is meant for selling. Then you notice that just now the market stopped beautifully at this point because that is the pivot 2 and that's 35,818. All right, 35,818. So if the market do breaks below this point, which we are right now, the market can go lower. Now, how much lower? The scary part is this. We can even see this. The nearest MA itself is actually 35,275. Now, where we are right now in 275 is about 600 points. So if let's say the Dow Jones really do drop 600 points, for the Hang Seng to drop 800 points, it's very, very feasible. It is very, very feasible. So I don't think the day will happen. I think maybe tomorrow or the next day. Okay, got it? Yeah, so that is the Dow Jones. And then look at the NASDAQ. Now the NASDAQ also a doji yesterday. So therefore, right, we are looking at this level. If the market do pull back, then the NASDAQ first support will be at here at 15,762. Okay, all right. Take note of that. That is for the NASDAQ. Okay, let's look at the S&P 500. Now S&P 500 is also a doji. So yesterday, Dow, NASDAQ, S&P, all doji. Wow. And S&P this morning, you can see it touches the MLP and pull back already. Take a look at everybody. You can see very nice this morning, right? S&P 500 go down first initially, went up again. Once it touches MLP, you know if it doesn't go up, means it must come down, right? So in this case, the market chose the downside instead. The market go up, and then after that, couldn't stabilize, go back down, and then after that, go all the way down already. So once again, when you see a doji day itself, right, watch out, okay, watch out. It could really help you, all right, for today. So for today's market, we have a doji, and we're now seemingly a directional day. So traders, be very careful, right? Okay, that's the S&P 500. Let's look at the DAX market. Now, DAX market, I mentioned to you, DAX will go higher. Indeed, it went. And of course, where did it go? It went to the chocolate bar. So you can see here, when the market was here, all right, the nearest chocolate bar is actually this guy here. The next one is here. So when the market opens, right, straight away, you can see the market search for the level first, right? It went up to meet the level first. Of course, it tried, but maybe resources not enough. It didn't go to the second one. But like I said today, there is a chance the market may be going to the second one if the market stays up. Okay? All right, so that is the DAX. Let's look at Nikkei today. Now, Nikkei recently has gapped out, right, on some news. I haven't checked it out yet. Sorry for that. But Nikkei is definitely in the pipeline. Now, if the market don't cover gap the next few days, we should see a further upside. And the further upside will be around here, 29,750 area. Okay, now Nikkei today is a downtick on the KSI, downtick. So today Nikkei, right, if it stays below OP, we should see some selling. All right, we should see some selling. Okay, all right, that's Nikkei for you. All right, so we've covered all the indices. Let's look at now the commodities, shall we? Now for commodities today, right, interesting. Today actually is a buy day. Why? CCRY on the day chart. It is a CCRY on the day chart, but the market straight away open, go down already. So we can, if you want to buy, you can buy above OP. The OP of today is 1793. I'll make it easier, 1793. So if let's say gold today can go past 1793, it will stimulate a buy instead. All right, but if of course if gold stays down, then the two technical points you can see over here on the screen, MLP and MA, one is 1791, one is 1788. Of course, if the market breaks the MLP, we do see some selling, and the selling can be quite drastic. It can go all the way down to the first KTR. The first MA there, and that is 1779. Okay, all right. So this is what we can look out for. So if the market crosses above OP, we look out for buy. But now it's a sell for time being. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're done. Gold. Let's look at silver. Oops, something wrong. Okay. Okay, silver is doing a zebra right now, and it's basically sideways between $24 to $23.70. Okay, it's doing about sideways now at the moment. So what happened to silver? As you can see now, the KSI is a down tick. You can see we are hybrid here now because there's not fast enough to do the refreshing. Okay, let me just try and refresh this again to make it clearer. Now to refresh itself, right, you just have to change the time frame. Okay, it's all refreshed. So silver overall is still very, very bullish. Look at the KSI, all the way has been green, all the way. And of course, it's green throughout the whole time of October month. Okay. All right. So for today's silver, do take note. The MLP is already at 23.95. So if the market stays below MLP, the market, the one trading this one and sell silver may find uncomfortable. So the best thing is that if the market hit MLP and then recover, right, and it's above OP, right, I think this will be a very good buy. All right, for silver. So silver, if you can cross to $24 and maybe 15 cents, it will be a good buy. Only for today, $24.15. Must cross first, then we buy. Okay, must cross first. Okay. Okay, now look at crude oil. Now, crude oil is still forming. Yesterday, Susan called for buying crude oil really hit $83.90. All right, jackpot for her. But you look at it itself, right? It's trading above MA30 and staying above MA200. So that means that the two MAs are below this crude oil, and MLP now is also below the current price. So that means it's a very strong bullish signal right now. So if that's the one for any trade for Bitcoin, right? As long as it doesn't loses the OP of the day, I believe that the rest will be pretty good to look at. Okay, all right, crude oil. Okay, so now let's just look at the next one. After crude oil, we are done. We look at which market? We will look at the Bitcoin. All right, one. Here we go. Now, Bitcoin, I stand firm with my sell call. I believe that Bitcoin will still have to come down here first, and that's 58,750. I keep on saying that. I will not change, and for time being now. Reason why? Now, because the KSI is showing me down tick, that's one. Now, blue bars have been very, very strong. No blue bars, in fact, for the last 1 month plus already. But you notice that despite the blue bars are not there, okay, KSI is green. Bitcoin has been sideways for the last 4 days. So usually when market is supposed to be very good, alluring, and should be buying, you see our friends are buying, and the market still cannot go up, right? I believe it'll come down. So again, my view is this: my target is between 57,011 to about 54,000. All right. So this one, someone back me, all right, so I believe that Bitcoin will come down first to this point that we talked. Okay, 57,000, 57, then we talked. Now it's at 61,000, right? So about 4,000 points away. So we can wait for a while. So that is Bitcoin. And last one will be Ethereum. Now, Ethereum itself, right, it seems to be bucking the trend against Bitcoin. Usually Bitcoin move, then Ethereum move. But this time around, Bitcoin move down, Ethereum move up. So that means people are getting more and more excited with Ethereum, because Ethereum itself got a lot of usage for a lot of tokens and coins. So that's why Ethereum is hot. Now Ethereum has a BNB, yes. So today should be a big movement day for the market. It should have a big movement day. So same thing again for this Ethereum. The MLP is 49.9. Right, the support is MA30, MA200, and both of them now are trading below. So any pullback, in my opinion, will be a good time to buy some more crypto for it to go up again. So that is my view for cryptocurrency. Let it pull back a bit more before we actually go into the market. Okay, all right. That's it. That will be all for today. All right, like I say again, MAO, I try to make it short and simple so that you guys can, take advantage of the calls and the direction and make money together. Okay, All right, is that all, everybody? If that is all, no more questions. Thank you very much. Enjoy your lunch, okay? For the TWB student, I'll see you later on at 2 o'clock for our revision classes. All right, thank you all. Okay, see you later.